Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is my very first video, and I am live. I am so excited. My name is Anthony Pica. This is a voiceover journey. This is exciting for me because I've been in business for about a year doing voiceover, and I wanted to start with some videos to help people. So I'm excited. I'm not sure if anyone will actually come in and watch this video live because only I think I only have 7 subscribers, but I thought I'd start making videos anyways. And if one person comes, I'll be excited. But even if they don't, that's okay too, because I'm sure some people will view the video, hopefully, after I'm done. But anyways, I wanted to give you a couple tips, just like the titles talked about, is about starting a voiceover business and starting it cheaply on the cheap. So what I want to do is I have 3 tips for you. So big thing about voiceover is that if you're thinking about going into the voiceover business, it's a wonderful opportunity right now. There's so many people who've called voiceover the new gold rush. And I really do think there is a lot of business out there. And there's not enough voiceover artists, even though many are coming into the game. There's still way more business than there are artists. And with the explosion of voice and the explosion of everything happening, there's tons of opportunity. So, anyways, first things first, I want to talk about how you can get started. So, let's say you're just thinking about it. You're which most people do. You need a microphone. When I first started, I literally bought a $40 blue snowball mic from Best Buy, and it was like this. And, it had a little hole in the bottom that you could put it on a stand. So I bought that and I started booking audiobooks from that microphone. It was a USB mic plugged right in my computer and it was excellent. So that's the very first thing you need. Now, I don't necessarily recommend that microphone off the bat, but anything $200 or under USB microphones. But if you get like a $200 USB microphone, or even something around $100, you're gonna be great. Blue makes another microphone, and but there's the Apogee, which is great, but these are USB microphones that you don't need phantom power, so you don't need a preamp or anything like that, and it's cheap and it's a great way to start. The next thing, tip number 2, is you need a DAW, which is a digital audio workspace. This is the software on your computer that you're going to use to record your voice. All right. So my suggestion is starting out is use Audacity, Audacity, Audacity. I guess later on, I apologize. I'll get better. Maybe I can like post things on here. I guess I could say something in the chat. Let me just try this out on see if I can. Okay, maybe maybe everybody can see that. I don't know if you can, but anyways, Audacity, and just go online, download it. There are so many other videos on YouTube about this, so you can learn so much about Audacity, and I'll probably start doing videos myself on it just to help people. But anyways, check out Audacity. It's amazing. It's free, and you can use it to record your voice, edit it, master it, and it's all free. So, anyways, that's the second thing that I suggest you do. The third thing that you do after you have those 2 things is, you need to start looking for work. Now, I didn't talk about treating your space, and I think because everybody's space is different, if you notice looking behind me, you can see I've got some weird lighting going on here, but I have, my own makeshift booth, and basically I took packing blankets, PVC pipe, okay, and if you see that PVC pipe is lining, where I am, and I just packing blankets, a PVC pipe, and clamps, and, some fasteners that hold the PVC pipes together, and literally it cuts down the reverb. It was under $100, really cheap. So, right now, if you spend $200 on a microphone, $100 on your little booth, okay, that's 300 bucks. Audacity's free. Okay, so you've got that set up. And the thing you want to do now is get 3 is getting business. And a great place to start is online platforms. Now you can do a million different things in voiceover, from audiobooks to commercials to characters to animation to video games to phone messages to animation videos, white explainer videos, whiteboard explainer. There's so many things you can do, and there's so many ways you can get business from large corporations to just small businesses like us trying to get their brand out there. But anyways, my suggestion to you is to start on platforms online. Some are free, some are paid. The thing with platforms is it's great because they have a built-in audience that is already coming to them. They're spending loads of money marketing to those businesses, and it's your opportunity to go to those sites and get that business or get that traffic that you don't have yet. So there's a couple sites I recommend. The first couple sites I'll talk about are paid to play sites. I'm not going to go into this because this is supposed to be quick and easy, but paid to play sites basically means that you pay a subscription every month or a fee, and for that fee, they allow you access to a platform where a bunch of people or businesses have posted jobs that you can audition for. You create a profile, upload samples of your voice, and you can audition all day long for jobs. And then, as you audition, the more you audition, the more jobs you get. It takes time. You have to audition a lot, but it takes time. Now, there's other platforms that are free. There's so many out there. So just a couple off the top of my head: Voice Bunny, Upwork, Fiverr. These are platforms. Some are better than others. I leave it up to you. We'll go more into depth about all these later on in other videos. I'm excited. There's so much to talk about, but those platforms are free. They have built-in traffic, and you go on there, you create a profile, and you're off to the races. Um, Now, when I say out to the races, I don't want everybody to think that this is like a you just you start and business is going to come your way. It's not. You have to work at it, but there is the idea that the more you get in front of people, the more places you are, the more out there you are, the more people are listening to your voice, the more auditioning you're doing, the better. There's one more thing I want to tell you. One more is kind of like my secret tip. When I got started out on the business, I really felt lucky because I found a site from a gentleman online who, by the name of Earl Hall, I'd never started in voiceover. About like I said, about a year ago, I didn't know what I was doing in voiceover. I'd been acting my whole life, but in voiceover, I didn't. So I found this video that Earl Hall did, and he talked about ACX, which is the exchange that Amazon owns, and basically on this website, it's free. You can go on and create a profile. When you get on there, there are literally any given time from 1,500 to 2,000 audiobooks that have been, or books, I'm sorry, books that have been submitted by authors who want them to be transformed into audiobooks. They need narrators, and they put them on there, and you go on, create a free profile, and you can audition for all 2,000 of those books if you want to. There'll be a script attached. You audition for it, record your voice, send it into them. It's all free. They'll review it. If they like you, they'll offer to pay you or give you a royalty share of the book sales, and then you can accept or decline. And then if you get a book and you accept it, you record it. It's great. I started there and I had really great success right off the bat. I started getting book deals and a lot of book deals. And then, with the method that I kind of put together, I started getting more lucrative book deals, especially with the royalty side. So here's my quick tip for you on a good way to get good business on ACX. Okay. Remember, this is for audiobooks. And so here's the thing: when you go looking for books, audiobooks on ACX, you want to do this every single time you do it. You want to go, there's a section on the first page when you pull up a book to audition for. It gives you a bunch of statistics. And one of those stats is the ranking of the book. All right. And Amazon ranks books based on how much they are selling. So the more books they sell, the higher ranking they get. and the highest ranking you can get on Amazon is like 1, right? And 1, and it goes, like, from 1 up to, like, millions. But you wanna get 1, so, like, the closer to 1 you are, the more books Amazon is selling, right? So, anyways, as you are looking at these books, you wanna go and try to find books that are ranked from 20,000 to and under. So anything that's ranked 20,000 and under, you wanna look for. And also, here's the super tip, you wanna try to find books that are ranked 20,000 and under and are under 3 hours long, because the return on your time is really important. Now, this is for royalty share, okay? So when you're trying to do royalty share, which ACX allows you to, allows authors to offer a royalty. So you split 40% of the proceeds with the author, so you get 20%, and, it's over 7 years. Now, if you pick a book that you spend that's like 10 hours long, it's ranked like 3,000,000 and it takes you 30 hours to do it because for every hour it takes about 2 to 3 hours of work per finished hour. PFH is what it's called. But, anyways, if you pick that kind of book, you'll make like $1.50 for 30 hours of work, and you will want to jump off a cliff and find that author and strangle them and, all of that stuff, and you will just say, "This is the worst experience I've ever had. I never wanna do this again." But if you pick the right book for royalty share, it can be, like, the greatest thing ever because every day you're selling books and you're just sitting there after your work. And if you did it right, like I said, and chose books that were under 3 hours, it didn't take you that long. And actually, what I did when I first started was I got really, fortunate too. Is I looked, and I found books that were actually under an hour that were selling really well. And a lot of books that sell well, and to keep your eye open for this, is summary books. Summary books sell really well because if you have a book that's 8 to 10 hours long, nobody wants to read that. Even the listening to 8 to 10-hour long audiobook is really long, especially, if it's a long, nonfiction book. So, these books that are under an hour that are summary books, they can be very popular. So, I started doing these books for like 45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes long that were selling, like hotcakes, that were, 10,000, 9,000 ranked and I get royalties for 7 years for that, and it's just great. So if you can find those types of books, really, really look for those. Now it might only be a handful, but here's the thing, there's new books coming every single day on ACX. Go for it. Now there's other ways to make money. There's paying outright. So you could get a book that's charging $200 an hour and it's 8 hours, and if you audition, you get, $1,600. But remember, it's like I said, it's like, 1 hour is about 3 hours of work. So just remember that. And that's really important. Your time is really important, especially when you're starting out because you're going to be doing a lot more work. Make sure you look for standards of how ACX works. But listen, that's kind of like my secret sauce for getting started because there's so much work there. And audition. The more auditions you do, the better. Okay. Just because you do one audition, you might not be the voice that they're looking for. It might have nothing to do with how good you are. It might have nothing to do with whether you formatted something right. It literally could be that you just were maybe they wanted a deep voice and your voice is mid-level, or maybe they wanted a high-pitched tone and your voice is low. Or maybe they wanted a Western sounding voice, like uh, a voice from Texas, and you're from New Jersey. So, don't stress about not winning auditions, just do a lot of them. And the more auditions you do, it becomes a matter of numbers. The more books you'll get, the more deals you'll get. But be smart about the books you audition for. That's the real key. All right. If you have any questions, please send me. Like it's almost been 15 minutes. I'm just like talking away. I hope I've said something worthwhile. And this is video number 1. I'm looking at these little 2 men in the corner or these little 2 people. No one's there. It's been at 0 this whole time. I hope someone comes and watches this video eventually. But anyways, I'll keep posting and we'll see what happens. Thank you guys. Never surrender. That's gotta be our motto. because it gets tough. It's like 12:50 AM, working hard, never surrender because in the end, whether, you get lots of money in this business or not, whether how much work you do or not, it really matters how you feel about yourself and, never surrender. Keep pushing hard and you'll make it. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. I'm going to end the stream now. Bye.